Good morning from 1950.
Niyakit.
Good morning, everyone.
Pebawana.
Kick a deuce.
Sio.
Halito.
I can never say that one. Maru.
I gotta hear him say it again.
Maruika?
OCO.
I don't know. Yeah, it's the hunterish.
Guana.
Guana.
Gunamante.
We got that one
I got
down.
it down.
Yatte. We all sound tired. We do not sound excited.
Good morning, everyone. We are here. Man, this weather.
I know. We're just
Has us
here. That's all.
tired.
That's
Yeah.
it.
I know that weather had me sleeping good. I did not want to get up this morning.
Same here.
Me too.
I think I actually stayed in my bed until like 6:10, and I was like, all right, I gotta get up. Like, it was just sounding too good, that
Mhm.
rain, and I was so relaxed.
It's peaceful, you know?
Mhm. Yeah.
So, I think we are going to do a little check-in. Well, we told you guys how we're feeling this morning.
You want to put the comments?
Yeah. Let's see. We are going live and we're also producing. So, bear with us this week.
Oh yeah, and it's Terry Tuesday
Oh, matching from Portland. I missed out. I know.
next week.
Yeah. I'm going to need my Terry Tuesday shirt cropped.
Crop.
She wants it fitted.
Fitted.
Mhm. Yeah. I wish you guys would be able to like somehow go live with us, Darian.
Yeah, we were talking about that. A way for you guys
Like it'd be cool if we could communicate, like,
Yeah.
I think that would be something.
for sure.
Yeah.
And just a reminder, this afternoon, Victim Services will be coming in to do a podcast. So be sure to tune in later for Victim Services.
Yes. Around 2, right?
Yes, around
Cool.
2.
Around 2. Another quick reminder, we will be having our women's support group tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. I'll be working on the plans for that today, but if you got a journal, bring that back and we'll jump into that a little bit. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Cool.
How was your first Women's Wednesday last week?
It was good. It was really good. We had a good turnout. We had some, food. It's always good to surround yourself in good food and good company.
Mhm.
And yeah, it was cool. I was just, it's more of an open support circle. So you don't have to be a recovering alcoholic or addict to be there. Um, just it's just my way of getting women together and empowering them and uplifting them and supporting them, And but I was like, so who here is in recovery? And everyone raised their hand, and so it was cool because they knew the dynamics of how a meeting works, and
Mhm.
I'm kind of using that as my format for now. But it was nice. It was really cool. I
That's
look
awesome.
forward to seeing it, grow and everything.
Yeah, for sure. It was just the first one. It'll only get bigger. And food always brings people together. So shout out to Malin Two Babies for
Yes.
sponsoring the food last Wednesday. That was
Yeah.
so nice of her.
Mm-hmm.
What a blessing.
Yeah, that was cool.
Good morning, everyone.
Nyakit, Charlene.
Niyakit.
Good morning, Drew.
Chakma.
Haven't heard that one before.
No, me either.
I've heard Barry say it before. I can't remember what tribe he said it was. But I've heard him say that day when we was over here discussing all the greetings and stuff. So
We will have some special guests joining us this week. Tomorrow will be Women's Wednesday, and I'm bringing in a good friend of mine. And I asked her to share a little bit about her story in recovery and addiction. And her daughter and my daughter are the same age, and so it was cool seeing them connect at the women's meeting. And I think she'll be a wonderful guest to share a little bit of her testimony with us. So, and then Thursday, we'll also have another guest who will be sharing a little bit about her side with grief. So I'm looking
Jigsaw.
forward to bringing that to you guys.
Yes, so be sure to tune in this week.
Brian said Chickasaw.
I was going to say that one. Yeah. Good morning, Randy.
Good morning. Mm,
Do y'all have anything else to add? Should I just jump into the meditation?
Yeah, let's
Jump in.
Okay.
get into it.
April 29th. The old people came literally to love the soil, and they sat or reclined on the ground with the feeling of being close to a mothering power. The soil was soothing, strengthening, cleansing, and healing. Luther Standing Bear, Oglala Sioux. Have you ever noticed the relationship between children and the soil? Watch how happy they are touching the dirt. The children play in it and eat it. If you are stressed, go to a spot on the earth. Sit down, put your fingers in the dirt, dig in it. Wash your hands in the soil. When you touch it, notice what it does to your hands. Our bodies love to touch the earth. Sometimes we get too busy and forget these simple things. Maybe you'll even want to plant a garden or flowers. These things are mentally healthy. Today, I intend to focus on Great Spirit. Today, let me touch the earth so the earth can touch me. My bad. That was a good one.
You okay?
That was a good one. Choked
Choked
on my
up?
spit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
choked
choked
her
me up.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one choked
Almost start crying.
up.
But what I got from today's meditation was, to love Mother Earth and she'll love you back. And when it talked about uh the children playing in the dirt and eating it, it reminded me of my little niece. She's not so little no more, but when she was, she would like always play in the dirt. And I remember like she would eat it and her mom would be all concerned and stuff. And she even told like the doctor, like, Araceli keeps eating dirt. And the doctor was like, oh, it's okay. Like, she probably needs it. It's minerals. And like Gracie was just still like, are you sure? But like, that just goes to show that she was just being a kid and she didn't think twice of it. And I remember like being a kid as well, making mud pies
Mhm.
and just doing the most outside.
Mhm.
And, as you get older, you kind of forget to go play outside. And I remember when I made friends with one of my best friends now, we were out at Concho and I was like, I heard like if you hug a tree for 15 seconds, it'll like boost your mood. And she was like, do you want to go hug a tree? And I was like, yeah. So we went to go hug a tree and we were all like hugging it, counting down. And we got to like 15 seconds and then she's like, oh my God, there's like a big old bug on that tree. And we just like hurried up and quit hugging the tree. And then she was like, do you feel better? I was like, yeah, I do feel better. But like, we think about it
That's
now.
cute.
And we were like, we really just went to go hug a tree on our walk.
That is cute. That's really cute.
That's funny. I used to like playing in the mud and the dirt and stuff when I was little too. I had this in my grandma's backyard. I used to invite everybody over to come play. Make mud pies. And
Had the whole
stuff.
neighborhood.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
all the
Yeah.
neighborhood kids,
Yeah.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
I have those memories too, growing up with them playing outside just all day during the summer.
Mm-hmm.
And your mom like literally has to force you to come inside
Yeah,
and eat
exactly.
because you don't want to go in. And we've lived in like mostly apartments, and it made me sad that like Josie didn't get that because we lived on a busy street too in the first apartments that we lived in, and she wasn't getting that fun of just going out in the backyard, and playing. And then my mom got a house this year with a nice backyard, and like whenever we saw that, we were just like sold, like the kids will have a place to play and it's safe.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as the weather got nice, Josie walked in the front door from school and walked out the back door. Like she's like, I'm going to play,
That's cute.
and that gave me hope. Like, and then seeing her like be able to go and ride her bike, just takes me back to my childhood.
Mm-hmm.
And our kids still need that. They need that connection with outside and the earth, and
What's sad is
The
that there's so
dirt.
many video games now that it's hard to get them outside, you know?
Yes.
Like, you gotta threaten them, take their games away in order to get them outside now.
One thing about Maddie is like every day she'll come home after school and she'll go on my hammock. And she'll be outside, but she won't be playing outside. She'll be on her tablet on my hammock. And this week she forgot her tablet at her mom's. So yesterday she came out from school and she's like, "Well, yeah, I guess I'll play outside." You like she had nothing else to do.
Her last resort.
Yes. I was like, that's what I used to do. But yep, it's the damn phones. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. It sure is. That's
Yeah,
funny.
I set a time limit on those things, you know? Like you can play your game, you can play your, you know, your video games, but then it's time to do something else, you know,
Mhm.
and getting outside. My mom got the kids for Easter these little things. It's like a slingshot, but it shoots like this little plastic plane thing up in the air. And they were so fun, so cheap, you know what I mean? Like we all went out there and were playing with those.
Mhm.
And I was like, I think I had said something to my mom about like we're just playing like kids, you know? And I said every time that we do this, we're healing our inner child. Like getting out and playing with your kids. Like just spend time with your kids, you know? Get dirty, be outside with no shoes on. Like it's good medicine, it really is.
And if you don't have any kids, you know, go heal your inner child. Go play, go on a walk.
Exactly.
I know I like hanging out with my friend Stacia because she for real makes me feel like just a girl. Like she makes me feel like I'm an adult or like that I'm not an adult for a minute. Like every time we hang out, I don't know, she just makes me feel like I'm a girl. Like we went to go get our nails done one weekend and she was like, "What color are you getting?" And she got the same color as me. But like just to go back on where we would go hug a tree, like I don't know, she's just always down to be a kid with me.
That's cool.
So I think it's always cool to have a
good.
friend like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need those people that bring
Mhm.
out that side of you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Ron.
Ron.
Oh, Pibble Walnut, Ron.
We were just talking about you too this morning.
Dorothy, good morning.
Good morning, David. Pibble Walnut, Malin.
Good morning, sis.
Good morning, Carla.
And how you say he honey? He honey, what's the?
Ooh,
I don't know.
I don't want to.
Morning, relatives.
Good morning,
Thank
relatives.
You know, I was
Good
like,
morning, Shayla.
I was dragging this morning, and getting on here and laughing with you guys and talking about like this has already made me feel better.
Good.
You know?
Yeah. I do feel a little bit more awake right now.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Y'all are bringing me down.
Yeah. Freaking Debbie Downers over here.
Our energies are just circulating around the room. We don't have Barry here with his just constant laughter as
I
soon as he
know.
opens his eyes. I asked him that on Friday. I said, Are you ever like grumpy? He's like, "No. It takes a lot to get me that way, you know?" And he is just nothing but laugh starting at 8 a.m. Like I love it.
Yeah.
That's good
That's a
stuff.
good way to, be always, in the good mood early in the morning.
Yeah, he always brings good energy, and I'm just like, sometimes it's too early. Yeah,
Not gripey.
it's just 8:30. Yeah, tone it down.
Yeah, take it out there. No. No, I know, like I'm not typically a morning person, you know?
Mhm.
Like when my brothers would have friends come and spend the night, like this is just an understanding that my like household already had. But when my brothers would have friends or Josie would have a friend, we would just be like, "Hey, we don't talk until everyone's had their coffee." You know?
Yeah.
Like, we're just not like hype in the morning. But props to people who are, you know?
Yeah, I like to say I'm not a morning person, but I do get up real early. Like even on the weekends, I'll tend to get up real early. But I'll I'll just be mute until I get my tea in or breakfast. I'm not a coffee person either, but yeah, until I get something in me, then I'll start talking, I guess.
Mhm.
Start being alive.
I
Good morning, sis. Love you, Alice.
Good morning, Dave.
Good morning.
Do y'all have any other thoughts on today's meditation about Mother Nature? I seen a post, sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I seen a post like the other day, like when we were in COVID during the pandemic, we were actually like healing our earth because everyone was inside and all these shutdowns. But like during that time during COVID, we were actually like making a difference with Mother Nature. But you know, since we've been back out from COVID, it's everything went back down.
Oh, that's crazy.
But I thought it was pretty cool. We were all inside during COVID. COVID was a weird time,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but to think it was healing the earth while we were all suffering is kind of weird, kind of bittersweet, I guess.
Kind of makes you look at it differently. you
Yeah.
know? Like look at a more stressful time as something that was
Yeah.
actually needed and necessary.
It was healing for the earth.
Mhm.
Like, that's crazy. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's interesting.
During COVID, like that was the only my backyard was the only place that we could like gather,
Mhm.
And I had a backyard and I had water stuff. Like I bought like a slip and slide and like a little pool for Josie and my brothers, and that was how we got together. We would put some food on the grill, and my friends would come over, my mom and my brothers would come over, and that's kind of how we connected. And it's nice to have those memories, even though it was such a testing and like scary time. Did you guys get COVID?
Yes.
When it first, like when it was first a thing, and
Man,
it was like you were a zombie. Like don't take one step, or don't step 1 foot outside your front door. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
for 14 days. Like that was crazy.
I was super sick when I got it.
You were.
Man, I was the worst. It was bad. And then I got it again another time, but that one wasn't so bad. But that first one,
I thought I was dying when I first got it.
Yes.
I remember I was going to Clinton and I had a CPR training, and then after that training I hung out with one of my homies, David, and after we got done hanging out, I'm on my way back to Reno and I get a call from IHS and they were like, "You're positive." And I was like, "Positive for what?" I was like, "Am I pregnant?" Yeah, didn't even take a pregnancy test. And they were like, "For COVID." I was like, "Oh no, okay." And at the time I lived with my parents, and so the first thought was, "Oh my God, I gotta call my dad." So I called my dad and he was like, "Oh," I was like, "I got COVID." And he was like, "Well, where are you gonna go?" And I was like, home?" Yeah. I was like, I'm on my way home right now. But I just thought it was funny. He was like, "Well, where are you gonna go?" Back to my room, I hope. Yeah.
That's funny.
I feel like we should end the live just because they said don't end the
Just because
live.
Barry said don't end the live, I think we should end it too.
Wasn't even thinking about it.
Right.
Yeah, we just
I
got
know.
flowing again.
I know I was talking. Y'all basically interrupted me.
We don't have nothing else to say.
What?
Oh,
do that?
That's what's up. Love it.
Yeah.
Oh, why can't we hear?
There we go. There we go. There.
Oh, there y'all are.
Can you hear us or no?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you guys.
Okay.
Super happy about this.
You manifested it for us,
I
Tita.
did. Woo, high five.
How do we turn it out?
On the here, let me do it. I'm gonna turn them up on the back.
How y'all doing today?
We're doing good. How's the training going? How's Oregon?
It's good. It's
Good.
good. They got good food up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just chafing.
I'm jealous.
What's the weather?
Tornado.
Tornadoes?
It was tornado-y yesterday, but it's still kind of
Tornado-y.
rainy and muggy today.
Mm.
You all got good weather up there?
It's not hot. So that's all that really matters.
Mhm.
my boat ain't all sweaty.
Yeah.
My thighs were- yeah, I had diaper rash the whole time. And then we went-
Yeah.
It's only because Jerick is here.
yeah.
That's funny. Well, we miss you guys.
Don't
I mean, it's really peaceful, but you know.
yeah.
Quit it.
That's funny.
So, what was the meditation this morning?
Yeah, try-
You
I
mean,
missed.
yeah.
let me read it to you?
Yes, read it.
Start all over.
All right. It
Oh, we're all-
is
we're all fighting over
the old
producing?
people. Listen. The old people came literally to love the soil and they sat or reclined on the ground. What a feeling of being close to a mothering power. The soil was soothing, strengthening, cleansing, and healing. Luther Standing Bear, Oglala Sioux. And then it's have you ever noticed the relationship between children and the soil? Watch how happy they are touching the dirt. The children play in it and eat it. If you are stressed, go to a spot on the earth, sit down, put your fingers in the dirt, dig in it. Wash your hands in the soil. When you touch it, notice what it does to your hands. Our bodies love to touch the earth. Sometimes we get too busy and forget these simple things. Maybe you'll even want to plant a garden or flowers. These things are mentally healthy. Great spirit today. Let me touch the earth so the earth can touch me.
Mm.
Oh.
You know what came to mind for me was you know where I go to pray. You know, I go to Sweats.
Mhm.
You know, not to say that's the only place I pray, but you know, I have something that's heavy on my heart. You know, I think about all the elements that it took for that ceremony to happen. You know, I think about them rocks that Mother Earth produced thousands and thousands of years ago. You know, who would have thought, you know, thousands and thousands of years ago, the Creator would have allowed me to give all my problems, you know, because, you know, as Native Americans, we believe that everything has a spirit and everything's alive, you know, and then I think about the relationship between the Creator and Mother Earth, you know, how that sun gives life and how Mother Earth produces it, and you know how these things don't even need us to exist. You know, like we probably are poisoning Mother Earth more than anything.
Mhm.
You know, when I think about it in that sense, but you know, when I think about going to a sweat ceremony, you know, I think everything that it took for that to happen. You know, and it all comes from Mother Earth. You know, and you know, it gives me a different appreciation for things that I take advantage of every day. You know, I think about if I put my hand in dirt and like I'm dressed like I am now, you know, if I put my hand in dirt, I think, you know, I got to go to the bathroom and wash my hands because I got a piece of dirt on me. You know, where when as I was a kid, you know, I probably kicked and screamed to go take a bath. You know, and so you know. When I think about grounding myself, you know, I definitely think about Mother Earth,
Yeah.
you know, and I was taught that all the good spirits come from dirt. You know, that's
right.
where all the good spirits are, you know. So I definitely am one to, I got to keep reminding myself of those things, you know. So anybody else?
Yeah, I mean, I'm off camera, but you know, oh, now I'm on camera. Oh, yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, get back over there.
Dang.
But you know, I just thought of whenever I was younger, you could that kids would eat dirt. I was like, yeah, I was that kid. Like that was the happiest I ever was be eating dirt from a plant that was in the house, and my parents would get mad at me. But no, like it's just yeah, we had no plant. We just right by the TV. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Like, yeah. It would just, we lose that connection as we grow up, and so we have to try to remind ourselves, the earth is what gives us everything. And as a kid, like, we appreciate everything that the earth gives us, but there is a disconnect once we grow old, and so it's just going back to that connection and grounding, because there is comfort in grounding. And so that's all I gotta say about my poop dirt.
Poop addiction.
It all started.
Come a long way.
What came to mind was, the same thing of just reminding me of, sweat, not poop. Hey, that's accident. But going to sweat, and I remember my brother, very white man. Hey, he always, when I was little, he always told me, you gotta get dirty, you gotta get down to earth. I gotta get touch Mother Earth. And I didn't understand it, but after I, growing up, touching dirt, getting dirty, and it's like, I don't know, like, it's real. It's that spirit, the Mother Earth, and I don't just go in a sweat. And like Barry said, what all comes down to, everything that has to happen. And even the guy leading the sweat, he used to be with, travel with my grandpa, my Numshum. So it's just crazy how everything is connected. Just coming back to, together and sweat and all that. So that's all I got to say. Ahoo.
Yeah.
Let's get my nutrients.
What came to mind for me is that whenever you're talking about starting your day, like the very first thing that I was taught was to go outside and to, face the east, connect, and, put your feet in the dirt and start your prayer off that way. And I think that there's a reason for that. There's a reason they tell you to go out and connect that way, because it's grounding you at the same time, and it's making you appreciate the environment you're in. It's making you appreciate, hey, I got to wake up today. I get the opportunity to go out and do Creator's work. So, it's just an appreciation for where you're going and where you've come from, and to be able to know that, all these years of Mother Earth doing her work and Creator doing His work every day, keeps us grounded and helps us to be thankful for where we are.
No days off.
Princess showed up.
Hi, Princess.
We're trying to help her grow her boat.
Hey. We seen that picture. All of y'all
Feeding her good on the trip.
That's good. Are you having fun, Carly?
Yeah.
Good.
Did y'all go on a hike yesterday or something?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to Multnomah Falls.
Yeah,
That's
cool. Y'all should have.
So there's a few waterfalls. Yeah.
Why y'all didn't go live over there?
I went to service, Harley.
I don't know. I was posing around. I figured that was enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Us all out of breath. That's all.
Can you breathe?
Yeah, that would have been me.
All of us. We can't even breathe when we come up these steps.
Yeah, it's
was training y'all for this.
Yeah. The steps.
we plan on bringing back some cedars. So
That's good.
y'all been smudging?
Oh my gosh.
We didn't
no.
smudge today.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
We'll get our vibes right after
Man.
this. Don't worry. But I'm glad you guys could.
Then you got to remember to take it to everybody.
Okay.
You
I'll
know,
Do around.
Even if they tell you no, just
yeah. You know,
You know?
Yeah, I think just the sisters in the building are the only ones that don't really smudge. So,
Oh,
but everybody else does.
okay.
I
But-
thought about that, but yeah, we had it going yesterday, huh? We were
Yeah.
live. Yeah, we did.
That's like my little mental health check-in with everybody. Ask them
Right.
how they're doing, like get a little,
Smudge going. Yeah.
yeah, get some good vibes going.
Yeah.
Dang, we've been slacking this week then.
Well, you're just a social butterfly, okay? we gotta mentally prepare ourselves for those things.
Yeah.
We're like a moth.
We're like caterpillars, okay? No, I'm just kidding.
You guys are the butterflies. We're the caterpillars.
Well, you have anything else to share?
Going to the Pendleton warehouse today.
We're going to the Pendleton warehouse.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to the Pendleton store yesterday. They got some good deals. I didn't get nothing.
Ah. Dang.
Didn't see nothing to tickle my fancies.
Well, we
But,
need we needed something from the Pendleton store to match our Terry tees, you know.
Yeah. Did y'all get our stuff? What about us? No.
Send us money.
Yeah. Why? Why?
Good money.
Walmart. Why?
Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what time
Yeah.
are we speaking?
12:30.
12:30.
So it'll be 2:30 there,
2:30,
right?
Yeah.
So at 2:30 we will be speaking your time.
Okay.
Okay.
So
And then again at 3:30.
Yeah.
then
do-
again
do
at
it that way.
3:30.
Are you guys gonna go live?
All victim services.
I don't know. Are we going live?
No.
No.
We're just waiting on-
Earl
Yeah.
said,
Hey,
ask Pendleton store if they do anything for the natives.
Ooh.
We can ask.
He ate y'all up.
We'll ask them.
Yeah, that's what I
The
thought.
Earl knows if you call
They
him.
say
You
they
can't
say
call him.
Native Americans up there.
Yeah.
Americans.
Can't say Swedes or Indians.
Yeah.
Yeah. Savages.
Well, is that it? Is that all y'all got? Yeah, I got to go.
Yeah, y'all can continue, but we're gonna go.
All right.
Hey,
Okay.
Well, thank
um,
you for joining
I'm
us.
glad y'all could hop
Have
Have
on
fun.
with
Be
us.
safe.
Love y'all. Be there.
Well, that was cool of them
that
to
was
join.
fun. That was fun.
I thought we got hacked for a minute. I was like, what?
Hold on now. Who's cutting in?
I know. Then I just seen Barry's big face. Why? Look, we can still see them.
Barry's
the
big,
bottom.
Barry's big boat.
What?
That's funny.
We can see y'all.
That's cool. I wonder if they heard your
Oh
wish.
look! Oh look! I don't know. Did you guys hear that? Is that why you guys tuned in? Or yep,
Yep.
that's right. Cool.
Prayers were answered.
Hi, Natalie.
That was awesome. Hey Nat.
That's what's up. Well, I'm glad they came, man. That just made my day. to
Yeah.
see them.
I know that the creator's gonna speak through them today whenever they're, speaking, and
Yeah.
good vibes and good prayers for them.
Mm-hmm.
I got a birthday coming up. Ron, when's your birthday?
Hint, hint. He's asking for something from Seattle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. He needs
okay.
something, a birthday
I meant
present.
Oregon.
Yeah.
He's asking about his Pendleton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's a birthday Pendleton.
Yeah. Yeah. Birthday wallet, Pendleton wallet or something.
Mm.
Mm.
Okay, well,
Feel-
do we want to do our announcements? Just our little reminders. Let's see.
You gonna do your Women's Wednesday one?
Yeah, let's just go. Let's start here. So, we have our Mending Mondays here at 1950 South. Hold on a minute. South Shepherd. Oh my gosh. At 7:00. Did they have that last night?
I don't think they did.
I
No,
have
they
no
didn't.
idea. Okay, we have our Women's Wednesday group here at 1950 South Shepherd at 6:00. We have our regular talking circle for adults on Thursdays at 1950 at 7 p.m. And while that's going on, we have our youth group, our youth empowerment group, also at 7, which is a safe space for our youth to come and talk and share what's on their heart. So I'm happy to be leading that group. And then Dave leads our regular talking circle on Thursdays, and he does a wonderful job. I really enjoy when I get to be a part of that circle, and lots of healing going on here. And then I thought we had a Weatherford meeting. I don't
That's
see it.
on isn't that
It's also on Thursdays.
Thursdays?
I
Yeah.
believe. Okay, well, on Friday, we have our 12-step meeting here, which is also with Dave, I believe. And that's where we put pen to paper, get a little bit more into the steps. So, yeah, if you need a meeting or want to get into Wellbriety, check those out.
Cool.
Let's see, which one do we want to do? We have recovery housing assistance for tribal members, right?
Mhm.
And it must be OCAR certified. So call our number for more information or scan the little
QR code.
QR code. Yeah.
Mhm.
I
The princess or no?
think that's it.
Okay.
Do we want to do
Talk space.
Oh yeah.
talk space? What do y'all want to do this one?
Go ahead.
Scan the QR code if you're interested in Talkspace. It's for ages 13 and up. Yeah, that's all I have.
The code is restore. What do it includes 2 30-minute sessions with a licensed therapist. So that's pretty cool. Completely free.
Mm-hmm.
And to stay up to date on tour activities, text TOR to 888-580-4TOUR. And don't forget to wait. Don't forget to tell someone you love them today, and say your affirmations and be kind.
Connect with Mother Nature. Go hug a
Yes.
tree, maybe.
Touch some dirt, eat some dirt. Maybe not from your houseplants.
Yeah, maybe not from your house plants.
All right. Well, we will see you guys back at 2.
Bye.
Hey!